Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic for anyone aiming for a more defined and stronger body: the sneaky villains that sabotage your muscle gain. I always say that losing weight is relatively simple. Just watch what you eat. Even with a few slip-ups in your diet, you can still shed some pounds, though you might lose some muscle in the process. But building muscle mass is a whole different story. It's an extremely challenging task that demands dedication and a lot of effort. Make no mistake, well-defined, voluminous, and quality muscles are the result of hard and consistent work. When you see someone with an impressive physique, respect them. That effort isn't easy to achieve. If you see a guy with big muscles or a woman with a beautiful, defined body, know that they deserve respect for the hard work they've put in to get there. Today, we're revealing 5 villains that might be compromising your muscle gain. Understanding these obstacles is the first step to overcoming them and reaching your goals. So get ready to discover how to avoid these pitfalls and optimize your training and diet. Let's go. First, folks, let's quickly understand what muscle hypertrophy is, or in other words, muscle building. Muscle hypertrophy occurs when you hit the gym and cause micro tears in your muscle during your workout. When you train intensely, you damage your muscle fibers. That's why you feel sore the next day or even during the workout. These micro tears signal your body to build bigger, stronger, and denser fibers to handle the intense workout. So, this action of causing micro tears results in muscle hypertrophy. But for this to happen, we need a set of factors. First, a heavy workout is necessary. If you don't cause these micro tears in the fibers, they won't have a reason to renew stronger. Second, nutrition is crucial. The nutrients you consume are the essential raw materials for muscle building. And third, hormones. The hormones your body produces play a fundamental role in this entire process we call muscle hypertrophy. Understanding these elements is essential for anyone who wants to maximize their results in the gym and really build muscles. We're going to delve deeper into these concepts and find out how to optimize each of these factors to achieve hypertrophy efficiently and effectively. Stay tuned. Now, let's talk about some factors that, intentionally or not, can compromise this whole cycle of muscle hypertrophy. Imagine the sadness of this situation. You wake up in the morning super excited and motivated, have your breakfast, make your second meal, and start thinking, today is leg day. I can already imagine myself trembling on the leg press, my legs shaking during squats. You get ready, take your pre-workout, go to the gym, and have the best leg workout of your life. You leave feeling accomplished, almost floating. But the next day, instead of your legs growing, they shrink. What do you think about that? Comment below your opinion before we continue. Dear friends, don't make this mistake. An intense workout like this needs to be valued, and you need to take the necessary actions to ensure that the entire muscle hypertrophy process happens correctly after such an effort. Now, let's reveal the 5 factors that might be sabotaging your muscle gain. Pay attention and take notes, because avoiding these mistakes is crucial to achieving your goals in the gym. Let's go. First factor: using ice on the muscles. What do you mean? I've seen football players get into ice baths after games, and you're saying ice is bad for muscle building? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Ice is often used to reduce inflammatory processes. However, during an intense workout, you generate an inflammatory process necessary for muscle growth. If you have joint issues, like in your knee, elbow, or shoulder, ice can be beneficial. But, for heaven's sake, don't put ice directly on muscles like your legs, arms, or chest, thinking it's helping with muscle recovery. Ice reduces the inflammatory process, and it's precisely this process that promotes hypertrophy. During the night, your hormones and your body's energy work to repair the damaged muscle fibers, making them stronger and larger. By applying ice, you are diminishing this necessary inflammation, and when night comes, your fibers are already more calm, not needing as much repair as they should. Thus, you miss a crucial opportunity for muscle growth. So, be careful with the use of ice. It can be an enemy of muscle building. Let's move on and discover more about how to avoid these mistakes. And the second factor, Taking medications. Believe it or not, there are people who do an intense workout and the next day say, "Man, I think I'll take a painkiller. My legs are hurting too much." Folks, patience. When you take a muscle relaxant, painkiller, or anti-inflammatory, you are reducing the inflammatory process and, with that, negating all the effort you made to micro-tear the fibers during your workout. It's as if you lifted weights with no effect, without causing the necessary micro-tears for muscle growth, because you decided to treat this process with medication instead of letting your body adapt and grow. When you have a heavy, intense workout, it's normal to feel pain. Learn to embrace that pain. There's no more satisfying pain than waking up the day after a leg workout and feeling every muscle as you try to sit down. This soreness is a sign that you achieved the goal of destroying your legs in the workout, and in a few days, they will be bigger, stronger, and more vascularized. So, my friends, no medication after your workout. The pain is part of the muscle growth process. Accept it as a sign that you are on the right track to reaching your goals. The third factor, alcoholic beverages. I know, you like to go out at parties, enjoy a night out on the weekend, and appreciate a few drinks. After all, you're human. But I'll make an important point. Alcohol is a catabolic substance. It dehydrates and destroys muscle fibers. Additionally, alcohol consumption, especially in excess, converts into a substance called acetaldehyde, which is toxic. Your liver has a hard time eliminating acetaldehyde, and this compromises the absorption of vitamins and nutrients in your body. The result? You become intoxicated, and recovering from a hangover takes about 24 to 36 hours. During this time, your body is unwell. Now, a glass of wine won't generate acetaldehyde in large concentrations, so don't worry. A glass of wine a day won't compromise your muscle mass. But flooding your body with alcohol, even if it's just once a week, is a recipe for regression in the muscle building process. And as I've said, I know you're human and you will drink. So, if you drink, remember that alcohol is dehydrating. If you're drinking beer, which already contains a lot of water, or any other alcoholic beverage, hydrate even more, especially if it's a distilled drink with 40%, 45%, or even 50% alcohol. It's like throwing alcohol on a barbecue and watching the flames rise. Combat this dehydration by drinking plenty of water. And please, avoid overdoing it. If you overindulge, you will destroy all the progress you made during the week, resulting in a cycle of grow and shrink, grow and shrink. Please, be conscious. The fourth factor, miracle diets. The anxiety to lose weight often leads people to adopt radical diets. Have you ever heard of the moon diet, where you only look at the moon and don't eat anything? Or the cucumber diet, where you only eat sliced cucumbers? Or even the chicken diet, where you only eat chicken and salad, cutting out carbs, fats, basically everything? The idea is to lose weight quickly, right? And you might even lose weight with these extreme diets. But do you know what else you'll lose? Muscle. You'll end up looking sick. How many times have you seen a chubby person lose weight quickly and thought, "My God, they looked better chubby," or "She was much prettier before"? This happens because that person didn't just lose fat but also muscle, ending up looking frail and unhealthy. And you don't want that, do you? You want to lose weight to look better and healthier. So, avoid radical diets. Understand that any extreme diet will make you lose both fat and muscle. Forget the obsession with the scale. It's not the weight that determines if you're on the right track, but the mirror, your clothes, and your self-esteem. Notice if your waist circumference is decreasing and if your body is becoming more proportional, with a wider torso than the waist, muscles appearing. This is only achieved with a balanced diet. Crazy diets might make you lose fat, but they'll also make you lose even more muscle, which is so hard to gain. Therefore, keep a balanced approach to your diet and focus on sustainable and healthy results. And the final factor we always emphasize, hydration. Don't forget that about 70% of your body is made up of water, and the same goes for your muscles. You need adequate hydration. When you consume carbs, each part of carbohydrate pulls about 3 parts of water into the muscle tissue. So, there's no point in consuming carbs if you're not drinking enough water. This is especially important if you are an ectomorph, as eating a lot without drinking water is like wasting those carbs. Try to drink plenty of water, calculating about 50 milliliters per kilogram of body weight throughout the day. Get a water bottle, fill it up in the morning, and keep track throughout the day. One bottle down, great. Another bottle down, great, and so on. Distribute your water intake throughout the day, drinking 3 liters at once in the morning and then going without water for the rest of the day doesn't help. Your body needs constant hydration to maintain its optimal function and renew its bodily fluids. Alright, folks, you've just received 5 situations that can really compromise your muscle gain. Of course, there are many other factors we've discussed before, like sleeping well, avoiding stress, taking care of your hormones, and other medications. But these 5 factors are certainly common and can directly impact your gym results. If you enjoyed this video, if you like the content, if you're appreciating the channel, please leave your comment. If there's any topic you'd like to see covered that hasn't been discussed yet, leave your suggestion in the comments. We're here to create videos that are useful and relevant to you.